Assalamualaikum and hello doctor. I'm ATHIRAH binti AZMI, matric number 273746. I will explain about the importance of Fintechs to the economic development. Before we jump to the main point, I would like to talk about Fintechs in general. Fintech technology, also known as Fintech, has emerged in 1950 as the new alternative to the traditional way of carrying cash in hand, and it led to the creation of ATM in the 1960s and other developments. These new developments has proven to be more systematic, accurate and user-friendly as compared to the traditional finance. Let's proceed to the importance of Fintechs to the economic development. Firstly, the use of ICT in Fintech has visibly controlled the financing constraint to a better stability and simultaneously had allowed the industry to expand without any constraint and obstacle in terms of financial technology. Secondly, according to the research that had been done, it shows that Fintech will enhance economic growth as it can increase the productivity of labor, decrease the price fluctuation and the inequity in income, as long as it was in the lower level of economic variable. Next, Fintech is important because it has the ability to increase the GDP in the financial industry as well as enhancing the e-commerce by providing more lenient lending conditions to the small and medium enterprise. The fourth point is that the emergence of Fintech will change the global production network and global financial network. Thus, it will also affect the development of a country and impact the preferences of supplier and consumer. Next, Fintech has the ability to reduce poverty. In developing country, they will use mobile financial service as the service will allow people to manage their finance as they can mitigate their financial risk and increase their savings. Hence, their income has the potential to increase than before. Lastly, Fintech is one of the main medium during the COVID-19 pandemic. As the new norm requires us to use the available technology intensively, the use of the mobile banking has drastically increased during the COVID-19 lockdown. Hence, Fintech is the main medium during the COVID-19 pandemic.
Assalamualaikum and a very good day. I am KALSOM and my metric number is 273780. I'll be presenting the technology and innovation in Fintech. The first technology in Fintech is blockchain, which was introduced with Bitcoin as a peer-to-peer electronic transaction payment system that allow different financial users to send payment to each other and indirectly avoid the problem of double payment with the need for a central agent such as central bank. This technology is also a distributed ledger technology that can store data on thousands of servers all over the world. Next is artificial intelligence. This technology's goal is to boost economic growth by improving efficiency and productivity. Smart Fintech is a new wave of financial technology that is heavily influenced and aided by data science and artificial intelligence techniques. Thus, AI in Fintech brings innovation and results in personalized, fast and secure services with increased customer satisfaction and global reach. Besides, robo-advisor. It is an artificial intelligence that is designed to interact with clients digitally as virtual financial advisors in order to collect client information and to supervise the client's investment in a cost-effective way. This software robot can help the customer to make money by selecting stocks for clients' portfolio based on the desired balance and provide the limited financial advice. And the last technology is big data, which refers to all structured and unstructured data collected by digital equipment that can be analyzed using specific algorithm and analytical techniques in order to handle and retrieve important customer data. Big data also helps vintage companies and startups to develop better fraud detection algorithm, stronger their security protocols, and improve their payment system that can track geolocation to counter hackers' attack and fraud attempts. Moving on to the next part, the innovation in Fintech. Firstly, a payment gateway. It is a tool that can handle the entire process from security to settlement. Net banking is an example of online payment gateway, and these type of transactions do not require use of a physical card. Other than that, a digital wallet, which often known as an e-wallet. It is a piece of software that enables people or organizations to conduct electronic transactions. These digital wallets have completely changed the landscape of the digital payment industry as it is easy to use and more secure. Next is digital insurance, which is also known as insurance technology. It is a technological innovation that is developed and implemented to improve the insurance industry's efficiency. Smart insurance make the insurance product, system, and services to provide that health, car, building, and other business are secure and cost-effective. With enough data on individual behavior and AI algorithm for creating risk profile, cycle time for buying commercial insurance, life insurance or any other insurance policy will be reduced to minutes or even seconds. Other innovation is alternative credit scoring, which assists people who have previously been unable to access the credit system by providing them with simple loans and access to the system, and also allowing them to begin building the credit scores. These allow the lenders to broaden their pool of debtors to include those with limited financial history while keeping risk in check. Hence, this innovation has solved this problem by using reliable, readily available, up-to-date data about the applicants to verify their creditworthiness, such as a digital footprint. And the last innovation is peer-to-peer lending platform, which is an online platform where issuers submit loan requests and private lenders compete in an auction-style process to fund them. The aim of creating this platform was to avoid using banks as the intermediaries, which could have advantages such as a cheaper online platform that replaces an expensive middleman, reducing transaction costs, and provide the information to lenders that systematized banking decision-making process usually overlook. That's all from me. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum Doctor and fellow friends. I'm AFIFAH NAJWA BINTI MOHAMED AZHAR with metric number 273804. I'll continue this presentation with competition in Fintech. The competition in Fintech can be seen in several industries like this. Firstly, in the giant industry, do you know that Bitcoin as the biggest digital currency has over 50% of the entire market capitalization? In China, the cryptocurrency market had hit 2 trillion USD for the first time in Ethereum as the second biggest digital currency. A smart move from giant companies like Tesla and Square, who foreseen this trend and purchased Bitcoin. Even in Malaysia, Kenanga Investment Bank Berhad is making its ways into cryptocurrency. According to their official announcement, Kenanga had entered into a conditional agreement to acquire 90% equity interest in Takenzi Exchange. Next, in the banking industry, Bank Negara Malaysia (BNM) have received requests for digital bank license from 29 potential bidders. Interestingly, Pertama Digital Berhad partnered with Cardo Holdings of Indonesia applying for this digital bank license. From the 29 potential bidders, up to 5 licenses will be issued and notification of successful application will be made in the first quarter of 2022. According to this article, Joe Maigari, who is the founder of MyMind, is one of the 5 digital banking license bidder is aiming to provide the first Sharia-compliant neobank. Moving on to the non-banking industry, Malaysia has the launch of several blockchain-based platforms. In this website, Hello Gold is one of the platforms. Hello Gold is a Malaysian company that has developed a Sharia-compliant online platform where investors are able to buy investment-grade gold via their smartphones. The competition in fintech can also be seen in the accounting and bookkeeping industry. In their website, KPMG International has acquired MOHD, a fintech platform that connects to financial institutions. With the ever-changing fintech trends, Taylor's University has created a new Bachelor of Accounting. This degree is Malaysia's first undergraduate degree programs that permits students to specialize in fintech. Last but not least, in agriculture industry, Malaysian industry tend to focus on blockchain technology for IR 4.0. This technology can apply in agriculture supply chain. Sourcing from this article, we can consider using blockchain technology in detecting halal certificates to impose end-to-end halal assurance. Blockchain inject trust into a halal supply chain to guarantee halal integrity. With that, my presentation ends. Thank you for listening. I'll pass this presentation to the next presenter.
Assalamualaikum and good morning. My name is NABILAH binti Muhammad YUSOFF. My matric number is 272964. I will continue presenting about the advantages and disadvantages of fintech and technology and innovation. Firstly, fintech have made rate of approval become faster. It increased the accessibility and speed up the rate of approval. So, once the users have requested, so the process will occur directly. Hence, it will become more easier to the users. Next, fintech have improved efficiency of the industry because it does not involve human workforce, and it using a higher technology that have many specialization in this program. So the process of data will become more faster and it will become more easy to the all users. The advantages of fintech application also, it can create more alternatives to the users. This is because fintech operate various websites that are designed for different regions in the world. So it will make it easier and give the users capacity to make choices to use the website based on their home. So they can choose any language to access it, so it will make this more easier. In addition, fintech enhance quality of payment service where the innovation that have been designated like the digital wallet, like the digital wallet in Touch and Go, Boost has helped users a lot in making any transaction or any others. Then fintech also enhance speed and more convenient, which our users can access anywhere and anytime if they want to do a transaction without going to the bank. Besides that, it also offers the convenient solution of operating banking business that help a lot in business. Okay, then I will continue to the disadvantage of fintech technology and innovation. For disadvantage of fintech, when we want to implement the fintech, it will incur a higher cost, which is it to store the big data program, it will involve a lot of cost. So the company that want to implement fintech must have a good financial management or good capital in the long term. Secondly, it also will increase the unemployment especially among the fresh graduate, which is the fintech usually run by the program and it does not use the human workforce. So, for example, that the famous technology like the artificial intelligence that use the program use a lot of the run by this by the computer and not by the human workforce. So it will increase the unemployment among others, especially for the fresh graduate. Next is the fintech can have a lack of security where the hackers can get any information when using fintech. So When we does not control it well, it will lead to the privacy leakage. Fintech technology and innovation also will give a higher cyber risk in the industry, such as giant banking and agriculture industries. This is because new technologies and business models that have been implied in the industry will increase the cyber risk if the control does not keep the pace with changes. For example, the implementation of new financial technology and innovation in the big industry will give a higher risk to the hackers to do a cybercrime in the industry. So it will make things easier for them if the industry does not control it carefully. This fintech technology and innovation will increase the connection between market players so that it can give them more benefit to the cyber threat. Lastly, people nowadays have a lack of knowledge of fintech, where they do not have any awareness about fintech services, especially for the older generation. So it becomes difficult for them, and it may lead to the cyber risk. That is why there are some challenges to implement fintech in many industries. So I think that's all from me, and I will pass to the next presenter. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum and hi. My name is ASWANI binti AZMI, matric number 272942. I will present recommendation to improve financial technology and innovation in Malaysia. There are 5 points which are boost the talent pool in the technology field, implement an investor-friendly regulatory environment, apply big data in the system, help the small business in e-commerce, and lastly, implement literacy program about financial technology services. However, I will focus on these 3 points only. Firstly, boost the talent pool in the technology field to drive Islamic Fintech. Because Islam is the country's official religion, we have people proficient in Shariah knowledge but still lack of people capable in technology field. So, government and relevant authorities such as Microlib should engage in Fintech startup by mentoring and working together by provide the graduate training in the Fintech field to upgrade their skill. Next, implement an investor-friendly regulatory environment. We can take Singapore as example to drive our Fintech. Malaysian government, mainly regulatory bodies in Malaysia, should revise the regulation and make more friendly to grow out our economy. The Finance Minister should provide financial incentive as grant to the budget to encourage the spillover into the domestic economy. Besides, through budget also, tax exemption and deduction related to investors should be revised and give win-win situation to both parties. Lastly, implement literacy program about financial technology services. Many people not aware about the Fintech. So, bank can make collaboration with any relevant organisation to organize a program such as host an investor education camp, provide kiosks with easy-to-use software in a different language, and offer additional incentive to business contact, mainly to the company and SME. This literacy program will help them understand and get rid of misunderstanding about the Fintech concept. That's all from me. Thank you.
So now, we had come to the conclusion part. Based on what our group has explained, it can be concluded that the main importance of fintechs to the economic development is that it can control the financing constraint to a better stability, it can reduce poverty, and it was the main medium during the COVID-19 pandemics. Next, there are 4 technologies used in fintechs, which is blockchains, artificial intelligence, robo-advisor, and big data. Apart from technologies, fintech also has innovation that consists of digital wallet, digital insurance, alternative credit scoring, and peer-to-peer lending. Besides, there are several industries that involve in fintech competition, such as giant industry, banking industry, non-banking industry, accounting industry, and agriculture industry. In addition, fintech also has its own advantages and disadvantages. For advantages, fintech has faster rate of approval, improved efficiency of the industry, and enhancing quality of payment service. While the disadvantages of fintech are it will increase unemployment, has higher costs, and lastly is cyber risk. Our group also provides some recommendation to improve fintech in Malaysia. The recommendation consists of to boost the talent pool in the technology field and to implement an investor-friendly regulatory environment and implement literary program about finance technology service. So that's all for our group. Thank you.